Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to the, although we're in March, it's our first live event of 2022. I know we've had a couple of parties and some crafternoons and some accidental pop-up broadcasts on Facebook. To which I got Pixie Sarah ringing me going, do you know you're live, mate? I'm like, what? No. So welcome to the Mum's Makery Spring Fayre. We've got two live broadcasts for you today. The first one now at 12 o'clock and then we've got the second one which will be at 3 p.m. and those times are UK times. So I'm just going to waffle as I always do, just let people find the feed. So the first thing that I want to do is just let you know that you've obviously got a live chat in both or on both of the feeds. So if you are watching us on a YouTube, then you have the lovely Pixie Hayley Belsham. She will be your Queen Pixie for today. She'll like that. She's crown obsessed, that one. She doesn't get stickers, she gets crowns. We have to award her crowns. So Pixie Hayley, hi, give a shout out in your chat. And then over on Facebook, I'm afraid you're a little bit of a mixed bag today. Pixie Sarah is working this morning, so maybe flitting in and out, but you are obviously being looked after by the lovely Pixie B, aka Overwatch, and I believe that one of our crew members, Annette Roberts-Boyle, she is also in the Facebook chat. Excuse me a second, what? Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. I just saw this random hand gesture from over there, but of course I'm looking at you guys. I was like, oh, she's waving at me again. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly grab the event kit. Now, you don't have to have purchased the event kit. They are all sold out. They sold out about 2 days ago. So you can't get this anymore. But one of the makes, the make that is in today's show, is a completely free hand make. So you don't have to have the event pack to join in all of the fun and goodies that we've got for you. Don't forget also that over in our Facebook group, that's facebook.com/groups/mumsmakery, we do have all of the Pixie and sort of Spring Fayre giveaways are running at the moment. So you've still got time to enter. Go over to our Facebook group. If you're not a member, when you sign up, just answer the questions. It gets you in quicker. So this is the Spring Fayre event bag, and as you can see, it's packed full of goodies. And see, I opened the bags pre-show so that it wouldn't be that much rustling of paper, and then the templates have just fallen out in the bottom of the bag. And I noticed that there is a distinct lack of chocolate in my bag. Right, that's it. What am I going to do with this? Let's pop that down there a minute. So in your event kit, you will find that there's lots of little kits and things for the various sort of segments of the show. In the 12 o'clock show now, we're going to be using Spring Fayre kit. Put that over there. Spring Fayre kit number 1. And that has, it's chock-a-block with fluff, different colours of fluff, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be making there very, very shortly. Kit number 2, that's this one. Let me move that over there. And kit number 2 is for the second show, which is at 3 p.m. And if you don't want to know what's in here, avert thine eyes. And you've got the first of 2 custom templates. So this one is a vase. So we'll be making that in show number 2. That's the 3 o'clock show, and that's your kit number 2. There's also a surprise kit, which is the one that dumped the template out. And in the surprise kit, now the surprise kit we don't actually make live. Because generally I don't have enough time. But in there are two new templates. There is a mini flower and a mini leaf. Not to be confused hang on, there we go. Not to be confused with the mini leaf set. This is a completely different leaf altogether. In fact, actually, if I just pop you on the overhead camera, you can see those leaves. And not that it was planned or anything, but it goes quite nicely with the vase. So, I'm not having any reported sound issues at the moment, so I'm assuming that you can all hear me okay. There's always something that goes wrong right at the last minute. What's that? Number 2, I'll put number 2. So also in your Spring Fayre bag, you have these little pouches. One is your accessories kit, and in the accessories kit, it's just that. There's a load of little accessories. They're not for anything in particular. Come on, there we go. So you've got a couple of little feathers, you've got a little mini bird's nest, there's some beautiful spring ribbon, and there is a needle. And you might notice, excuse me, I have to pack up. Otherwise the tidy upper police over there. You had a very messy broadcast. No, I am an avid tidier anyway. Right, so you may have noticed, there we go, the needle. And the needle is sort of this sort of dark pink top. And it's not one that we normally stock. And I really don't know how well the camera's going to handle this. But I don't know if you can see the tip up here. It is a spiral, but it's a spiral with a difference. It's a twisted spiral, or it's a twisted star or a spiral star, whichever you prefer to call it. We call them twisted stars, mainly so that I don't get them confused with the spiral needles. I have to be very well supervised. So it's a brand new needle for you to try, and that's in your kit as well. And finally, you've got a couple of lucky dip bags, and in your lucky dip bags there are 2 lots of 10 grams, and you won't have or you might not necessarily have the same colours as me. We made up all of the bags in random combinations of colours, but these are all colours that you won't find in the shop. So there's, am I right in saying there's 10 grams of each colour? So there's 40 grams. I've got those colours. You might have completely different colours, but the colours that are in the lucky dip bags you won't find in our shop. So that's the, let me leave the, that's kit number 1, I'll leave that one out. Pop that down there. Okay, so I know you're all excited to find out about the new products and projects that we've got. Ta-da! This is, I'll get to that in a minute. So the first thing that, I didn't need that. This is where everything now just shuts down because I've hit something on the floor. Put that up there where it's safe. So the first thing that I'd like to say, there's something that's come up on my screen now and I don't know what it is. Hang on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Well, that looks odd. We've got 3 brand new colours for you. It wouldn't be one of our broadcasts if stuff wasn't falling about the place. We've got 3 brand new colours that we are adding to the range, and I am very excited about this. These 2 colours, you might recognise, these 2 colours were in the Aurora Fluff Club box, and this one is Sky and this one is Persian Green, but we're also adding in this one, and this one is Orange Fizz. Although I wanted to call it Fizzy Orange and I got vetoed because apparently Orange Fizz sounds much more posh. You could have over there chuckling. You were the one that like, no, or it has to be Orange Fizz. Okay. She's so bossy. So 3 amazing new colours that are getting added to the range. all of the new products will go live at the end of the second show, mainly because if I had to put all the products live and deal with all of that whilst doing the broadcast, I think I might need a very large drink at the end of it. So these 3 colours are going to be available in both 10 grams and 50 grams. And if you visit the website at the moment, you'll see that the 10 and 50 gram listings have vanished completely. And they will reappear, as will everything else, at the end of the second show. But you will have to give me about 5 or 10 minutes because I've got to do a little bit more manual stuff at the end of the show to get everything back up. And hopefully it'll go sweet as a nut, but you know, this is us. Our second new product, where are we? Products. Oh, let's just quickly mention those twisted stars. They will be available on the website as well. They are on their own listing, however, so you won't find them, much like the reverse needles. They're on their own listing, but you should be able to see that. Now, it's also worth pointing out that you are going to get a slightly different experience on the Mums Makery website now. Hey, so some of the product pages, especially the new products, you will notice have a different layout and format from the old ones. It's a transition that we are making. I've designed some new product pages because I think it will be a bit more user friendly. All of the weights and measures, any additional info, if you scroll down, there will actually be a little tabbed sort of box where you can look up the weights and measures, any information about the tutorial. Anything relevant will be down. So you just scroll down the page a little bit and you'll see that you can get some additional information. So our second new product, I feel that was a bit anticlimactic, really. Crowns. I can't imagine who inspired this. Pixie Haley. We have a lovely crown template set for you, and it's I've got some awesome samples to show you as well. So the crown templates are in 3 sizes, and I'm really sorry, I do keep meaning to put the prices on the pictures when I do them, and then I follow the format that we had in previous broadcasts and promptly forget, so apologies. I want to say they're $12.99-ish. I'm not sure. I'm not going to tell you prices and then be wrong, but you get 3 templates, and this one's a whopper. Look at this. You could make like a crown for you. And also join 2 together and you can make 3D crowns for your little creatures and creations. So here are some little samples that we've got. I mean, these are mainly on cards, but we've got that one. Look at this one. This is why it's still in the wrappers, because there's glitter cards. I saw glitter, I was like, no. And of course, Queenie, our queen, our Liz. So we've got some little crown cards, and I think there is a card in the second kit in the bag, kit number 2. So yeah, there's all sorts of fun. You can make princess crowns. You can make... Do
you have a hair slide?
No, I don't have a hair slide. Do you ever get that feeling when you get really set up? I don't have, she never sent it. Pixie Sarah made me a hair slide, or made a hair slide with a crown. So crown on hair slide. It was very, very awesome. She's like, I've made you something to wear. And I'm like, I'm not wearing daft stuff on my head. So that's the crown template, or templates, because you get 3 of them. And because I like to do random things, which makes the Makery descend into an utter pit of panic, we are doing a free gift. Now I have a limited number of these, So it is first come, first serve. So it will be any orders that are placed after 4 p.m. today, because that's when the showings, that's when everything goes live. So I've got a limited number of these, and we've done sort of like a little Jubilee kit, which if you spend over £40, you will get this. And this there's a mini crown. Tied in a knot and I can't get it open. This is why I always open the bags, right? And in here, you've got 10 grams of 4 colours. I want to say 10 grams of 4 colours. So there's the mini crown. So this isn't part of the crown template set. This is a mini one. And then you've got 10 grams. So there's 40 grams of wool there of 4 different colours. We've obviously got the 3 purples, and we've got our sort of silver fluff colour. So that will be a free kit to purchases over £40, not including shipping. And that will be sent out, obviously, until I run out of kits. So this bag doesn't like me. There we go. That's completely, I've just put that in so badly. Right, so that is product number 1 and number 2. Product number 3, it is, where are we? That one, the Petunia project. And this one I have, it's been a bit of a love-hate relationship with this one. Because it should have been, what was such a sweet, lovely project just turned into a nightmare because I had to re-record the whole assembly because it just didn't. So this project is now called Bob. The Petunia project. So there's a little bit to tell you about this project. Let's pop it on the closer. So when you order this project, or if you want to order this project, I should say, there is, oh, you're not over there, you're over there. There is the template set, which you can buy separately, or you can buy the kit of materials on its own. It's pretty useless without the templates. But you can also buy the bundle, and the bundle is the kit of materials and the templates. And if you buy the bundle, you get a free pot. This pot, well, not this pot, but you get a free pot and foam. Now the colour of the pot is completely random. There's no way to choose the colour of the pot. It's just whatever next one comes off the top of the pile when we pack. But these pots are really nice. They are metal, and you've got this hook. Now this hook is detachable, so you can have it just as a pot, or you can have it as a pot with a hook to hang it up. And you also get a piece of foam that goes in there that you can stick everything into. Now, when you place an order, come on, there we go. When you place an order, you're going to have the choice to be able to pick your own colours. So this kit is completely customisable for you. You can choose 4 colours. The kit is massive. There's like 80 grams of fibre. No, is there 80 grams of fibre or 100? There's 80 grams of fibre, and there's like 100 wires in this kit. You get a massive amount so that you can do everything from little bunches up to a full great big project like this. And the tutorial takes you step by step through all of that as well. Here's one that I made earlier. A little brooch, and this is just made with 3 flowers, 1 leaf and a tussie, which you can find in our shop as well. And it's just such a sweet make. Super quick. You can, they make, wedding season is coming, corsages, bouquets. It's something that will really lend itself to being very versatile, from very small projects right up to full-blown baskets. And let me just bring the basket over so you can see that one as well. This basket, this basket was just basically made up from all of the same colours that you see on the shelf behind. So we've got purples in there, we've got yellows in there, we've got so many different colours, but what a lovely, lovely basket of flowers. And of course, Mother's Day is coming. Easter is coming. So this is a very, very versatile little project. We pop that over there. Right. And the one that I've kept hidden from you. I think you're going to like that. I think actually that when I reveal this, I might be able to, if she's watching, so if Catriona is watching, you might actually audibly hear the squeal from North Bristol, which is where she is. We have alpaca templates. It's 3 sizes, and there will be a PDF, or there is a PDF of instructions, and that will be available, as I said, all of the products will be available after the second show. But look at this. To be fair, you could make do you know what, I've been calling them the other one all week, and now I need to call them the other one. I can't, what is it? Llamas. All the pixies now have just heard auga. I was having a bit of a naming issue, and I kept calling the alpacas llamas. And then they were very alarmed, llamas, and you can imagine the Makery descended into a fit of giggles and all kinds of siren noises and awoogas and flashing lights and those minions with the lights on their heads and everything. Oh, it was chaos, utter chaos. But have a look at these guys. Let me just move all of this out of the way. Have a look at these guys. And those are the 3 sizes of template that you get. There is a PDF which gives you the base weight of your template, and then this lovely curly, you can see, this one's 2.5D. See, it's not 2D, but it's not 3D, 2.5. And this technique, much to my dismay, was demonstrated by both Pixie Bee and I live. In the it was the Crafternoon from last year, the Spring Lamb Crafternoon. If you check, I believe that the link for that video is on the llama page, the alpaca page, when it's live. So you will be able to refer to it, but it just shows you how to get this lovely woolly technique for not just your alpacas, but also, you know, things, your sheep, anything that requires a curly coat. So those are the alpaca templates. There they are. And, you know, there's so much that you can do with them. They are a super, super cute template. So, right. No. You know what happens when I got to take things off the set? This Petunia wreath, where are we? Let's put you on the overhead. Nope, too close. Let's put you on that one. This, I just made this out of leftover flowers. And all I did, in fact, I will give you a little bit more of a close-up. There you go. So you can see there you can see all the colours. It was just made out of the flowers that I had left over, and what I did was just started wiring like a garland together. So you just get a flower. There are 2 sizes of flowers and 2 sizes of leaf in the template set. And you just I started with a small leaf, and then a flower, and then another flower, and then a leaf, a couple of flowers, and a leaf, a couple of flowers. And I just made a chain of all of the flowers that I had left, and then I bent it round, joined it together, and voila, La Petunia wreath. So, or I know I'm going to just, I look like a throwback hippie because it's not on straight. There we go. There, that was for Sally, who was insistent, oh God, I've just pulled all my hair out, who was insistent that it was not a wreath, that it was a headdress. I never get away without wearing daft stuff on my head at some point. So there we go. So that is all of the new projects and products. Like I said, they will all be live after the end of the second show, which should conclude, if all timings go well, about 4 o'clock. Oh, that's the other thing. If you do place an order, do be aware that after an event, it can take me days to get the post out. So post will be going out. Normally it goes out on a Monday and a Thursday. I will be sending post out all week, but obviously I will do all the orders as they have come in that order. But it will take me a few days to get all of the orders out. So do bear with me. You should have them by the end of next week. Okay, I need a drink after all of that. What's next, Pixie Bee? No. the make, yay! So, kit number 1, what is it? I'm going to tell you. In fact, I don't know how well you can see that. Kit number 1, it is for making these lovely eggs. And I'm going to show you really badly how to make an egg live. But it's okay, because I've got one that I made earlier over there to show you the, how are we doing for time? We're doing good for time?
Yep.
Doing good for time, look. Ta-da. Which I don't think is any of the colours that are in this kit. So what you've got in your kit, if you have it, or you can do this with your own fibres. You've got some core wool. This is our core wool, so give you a nice chance to test that out. And then you've got a whole bunch of colours for decorating and covering. Now you can get 1 10-gram egg out of this, or you can get 2 5-gram eggs. In the essence of speed and efficiency, I'm going to make a small one. So I'm just going to break this in half. Now, for those of you who perhaps haven't joined Mum's Makery before, you haven't seen us before, I'm so sorry. It's mad. It's totally mad around here. But what you will see, or you will find, is that with a lot of my videos, I refer to weights and measures. And what we do is we use a pocket scale for weighing out small increments of wool, particularly when you are dealing with very small petals and you're down to sort of 0.2 of a gram. It does mean that you can have very consistent repetitive petals and things like that. So you just weigh out, hang on, 4.8, you could, there you go, bang on, 5. That was more luck than judgment. She's the weighing queen. We should make you a fluffy crown, mate. She's there, she does all the 10-gram balls, and she's just like, 10 grams, 10 grams, 10 grams, 10 grams. And I'm just like, 8, 8.2, 8.3 and a half. So I'm going to show you a little technique which was shown to me very recently for making an egg, and it works out quite well. So I've got my hair's falling down and it's tickling the back of my neck now. So what you're going to do, in fact, let me just move this onto here. However big you're going to have your egg, so I believe that there is a PDF for this. Now, the PDF for this will be publicly available on the website either today or tomorrow. I will get it put up. that will be, if you go to the website and you go to info pages, there is a link under there that says PDFs. And if you click that, then there's a whole bunch of free PDFs that you can get at any time. Now, any PDF that is part of a product that you have purchased, that PDF you will be able to find in your account section. So you need an account and you log into your account, which will take you to your orders. And once you've got to your orders, then you'll see it's a My PDF Downloads tab. It'll be next to the one that says Fluff Club membership. That's there whether you've got a membership or not. Click that and you should be able to access all of the PDFs. There's a bit of fluff. All of the PDFs for any purchases that you've made should be in your account section. So you've got access to it at any time. Okay, right, back to the egg. So eggs are obviously like that. So you've got a bigger bottom and then you've got a slightly thinner top. Now to do that, what I'm going to do is sort of decide how big I want my egg, and then I'm going to fold this bit over a couple of times. So we've got double the amount of wool down here. I'm going to bring this in just a little bit. And then if you roll it, hang on, let me get myself a slightly better setup. There we go. So I've got this roll and then I've got this sort of extra bit. You can roll it in, roll it up. This is core, so it doesn't matter if there is a line or if it's not particularly neat. I'm going to go straight in with my new twisted star. And this is, if memory serves, this is a 38 gauge. And so it's a nice middle of the road needle. And you'll hear me probably talk a lot about needles being aggressive. This is my 36 star, which is an absolute beast and is very good for core sculpting, but it is a very aggressive needle. As you can see, we're getting a lot of pit marks because it's quite a chunky needle. So, and you're just going to start pulling it and shaping it. So I'm just going to pull it in slightly thinner, pull that down, and this now is just a case of refining. This has got more wool in it, so it's automatically going to be thicker. And you could even go to a multi-handle, which is what I'm going to do full speed. What I'm going to do is sort of shape this a little bit, and then I'm going to leave you hanging whilst I waffle, and you can continue to shape yours. And then I will, and that means I can show you some other stuff whilst you're refining your egg. There will be a show and share post. Let me get my 38 spirals. Oops. And you're just going to keep refining it, and you can see that this is a lot softer up here than this is down here because we've got less wool, so it will shape. Where am I? There we go. So I'm just going to keep going, and the trick is just to keep rolling it. Keep rolling it, keep rolling it, keep rolling it. And it will felt down. Now remember that the wool will go the way that you point the needle. So if you want this to go shorter, point your needles that way, which is going to ruin my egg now, but you can see that it goes, the wool will go the way that you point the needle. And just keep rolling it. Don't focus in one area too much. I am, of course, working on my flat mat, so I've got that real nice dense surface that I can feel when my needle hits it, so I'm not driving through. Once you start getting the egg firmed up, then you're going to want to sort of felt to the middle of the egg. You don't want to be coming right through and out the other side. I'm using a couple of 36 stars really for speed. But you can see how we're starting to get that egg shape. This does take a little bit of time. So we're just going to keep rolling it. Keep rolling it. Keep telling the wall which way you want it to go. Give it a little roll as well with your hands. And you'll find that it will start to reduce and it will start to firm up. Obviously, the tighter that you roll it to begin with, the less stabbing you have to do, which was not something that I did. Mine's quite soft. I've got 3 of the new twisted stars in this handle. So you can see I'm starting to get an egg shape, really bad one. Ah, the joys of doing this live. B always seems to manage quite well, but then you sort of have to pay more attention, or you can pay more attention to what you're doing, other than me.
The thing is, I've got to do it so you can then nick it.
Yeah, this is very true. You've got to make it so that I can swap it over. Ta-da!
Could they have a look again at the other eggs that have been made?
Yeah,
Things?
that would. So basically, just carry on and, you know, refine your egg shape, firm it up. You're going to want something that's really quite firm, but I will put that to one side and I will go through some of the eggs that we've got here. Let's see. Let's try this. Loving the chick. Right. So the chick, here's the chick. And obviously it's egg shape, but it's done with, let me try the overhead, hold on. That's better, there we go. So the chick, you can see the egg shape, and this has been done with a reverse felting needle. Now, if you aren't familiar with a reverse felting needle, then check out our video on our YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, do go over and subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will get notified when we upload new videos. But this particular technique is using a reverse felting needle. And there is a video on our YouTube channel called Fluffs, which, goodness me, if memory serves, is funny little unidentified fluffy fellows, which we did as part of the Needle Felting UK show. And it shows you how to use a reverse needle and how to pull through a different colour so you get, no, wrong one, there we go. So you get this kind of toned effect. I believe that's probably daffodil that's been pulled through bright yellow. That's my best guess. So that's how to make the chick. We have got this, I mean, this is lovely. If you look at this one, we've got a couple of colours. I think we've got, I want to say pink or maybe candy floss up here going through to sort of bright peach. Nice little ribbon and a little bunny kind of accent on the front. Super fun for Easter. And then we've got some smaller ones as well. So, you know, just a little spotty egg. We've got a little stripy egg, which I'm now fighting with. Hold on. Here we go. A little stripy egg. And that's just that kind of sort. I'm going to show you a couple of egg decorating techniques in just a moment. I can't remember which which one I had on. And then finally, we've got this little blue one. And if you see this, I'm going to show you this one because this is the template from the surprise kit, this little flower. So it all works out quite nicely in terms of like the sizes and stuff. Hang on.
That's how the wings were made on the check.
Sorry?
That's how the wings were made on the check. That's the new mini leaf one.
Oh, the new mini leaf made the wings on the check. So the mini leaf in the surprise kit of the event box is what made the wings on the check. And then here's another, you know, little friendship bracelet, perfect for a little girl, perhaps, you know, to make for her and her friends. Just really nice, simple little makes that you can do with these templates. And because you've got a weight of wool and because you've got a template, it means you're going to get those really consistent results without really having to stress about, oh, am I making the same shape? Is this one's a lot thicker than the other one? So it does take a lot of the guesswork out of it so that you can just enjoy the felting process. Oop, kick the bag. Right. So whilst you're refining your eggs, I do have a couple of little things to mention, which I can't remember what they are now. Fluff Club. Yes, let's talk about Fluff Club. So for many of you will know, Fluff Club is our fibre club. And there's sort of two parts to it really. You've got your membership, and your membership is £7.50 a month. And then that gets you access. It doesn't buy you anything, it just gets you access to the membership area. And there is a whole host of stuff in the membership area. You get access to all of my private tutorials that are older than 30 days old. You get exclusive discounts, you get exclusive products, there are PDFs and projects which are all just for Fluff Club, and there is a blog. Your blog is kind of like the go-to place just to check out what's happening. Then there are the Fluff Club boxes. Now this is the January box. The boxes come out once a quarter and they are an additional purchase. I'm not going to go into what's in the box. This one is the Aurora box, which is a box based on the Aurora Borealis, and there is a reveal sort of video on our YouTube channel if you want to go and check that out. But there's some stunning makes that are coming through. Fluff Club also you have giveaways, and I just want to point out, in addition to the monthly, every month a different product is discounted for Fluff Club members. But this month, throughout the month of March, it's upside down. We also have an exclusive discount from Craig at Universe. I love this. This is so cool. Look, I'm a cloud. There is an exclusive, and this is only for members of Fluff Club, but I did want to let you guys know, you've got a 20% discount from Universe throughout the whole of March. So the code for that you will find in the Fluff Club blog. So that's a little bit about Fluff Club. If you do have any questions about Fluff Club, do just pop them into chat. If you have any questions about anything, just pop them in your live chat. One of the pixies will try to answer you, but if it's not something that we can answer right now, then somebody will circle back to you, or you can send an email or a message, whatever you prefer. So that's Fluff Club. Like I said, the £7.50 membership, you've got two options. You can have a manually recurring membership, which works properly now, that you have to renew it every month or whenever you want. And then the automatically recurring membership, that just auto recurs every month. Now, there will be exclusive stuff 2 months only. So you will find that there will be something which will be exclusive in Fluff Club, which will only be exclusive for that month. So, whether you want to hop in on box months and hop out, but there will be something exclusive every month, which will only be for that month. So Next up, I want to just share a couple of dates with you. Our next Crafternoon is scheduled for the 7th of May. We have no clue what we're actually going to be doing yet. At the moment, it's just got to get through the Spring Fayre. So many flowers. So what we're going to do, if you look on the calendar on the website, that will give you, that's kind of your access to all things that we're going to be doing. So do keep an eye on that calendar. I'll get the Pixies to pop a link in chat for you for the calendar on the website. And if you don't know the website, it is mumsmakery.co.uk. Oh, the other thing about Fluff Club is the new box will be coming out on the 1st of April. So we've got the Aurora box, which is the current quarters box, and the new box will be launched along with a reveal video on the 1st of April. Or will it? Will it be an April Fool's? No, seriously, it is, but maybe not. She's over there, she's like, oh God. I wouldn't prank you, Bee. If looks could kill. Right, so moving swiftly on, because I am trying to keep an eye on the time, which even with these glasses I can't see. We have our next date up for you is Wonderwall. We are doing our first hurrah back into physical shows. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be great to see some of you guys. I'm going to ask Wonderwall if I can do a live broadcast. I don't think they'll mind. But I'm going to try and do a little live broadcast actually from Wonderwall. Keep an eye on the calendar for more details and on social media, but we'll do something like that. And then I have been asked to do the wall school at Wonderwall. Wonderwall Wall School. That's a mouthful. Try and say that 5 times after a Friday night. Should see her on the gin. Woohoo! I have to order Chinese food because she can't do it. That's you under the bus, mate.
That's fine.
So I will be doing, or I will be holding a wall school. Now the wall school, it's an extra ticket, and the ticket is £30, and we will be making the hummingbird hoop. And there is a kit, and you get to keep the kit and everything that is in the kit to take home with you if you. Now this is only for the wall school. This will not be on the website. There's templates in there. You've got some shimmers. You've got your hoop. You've got your flowers. There is also a small flat mat and a needle in there as well. So you get to keep all of this, and there is enough wool in here for you to make at least 2 more hummingbirds. Now the wall school will also be backed up. You will have a PDF tutorial for those of you who are joining me, but it will also be backed up with a video tutorial, because I don't know about you guys, but I love doing workshops and stuff like that. I love the learning, but when you're in somewhere and you've got, half a dozen people around you and you're trying to learn, and then you go shopping and then you sit down and you have a cake and you have a cup of coffee, by the time you get home, I don't know about you, but I can never remember what I did. So I will be making a video for those of you who will be joining me at the wall school for making the hummingbird hoop. And again, Wonderwall is the 23rd and 24th of April, and we will be there all day. The lovely Pixie Sarah will be doing make and takes on our stall as well. So do make sure that you come along and say hi. Sign-ups for the make and takes on our stall will be in person only, so you have to sign up on the day, and I think she's doing 3 make and takes, either 2 or 3 make and takes each day. So that's Wonderwall covered. I might even be rattling through it. She's like tick, 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 tick.
Yeah. Did you tell them what's in the next Fluff Club box?
No, I'm not going to tell them what's in the next Fluff Club box. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Tell you what you didn't do though.
How about the Douglas fir?
Oh, yeah. Tell you what, there's crazy, and then there's some level of crazy. Ashley. I'm talking about Ashley. Ashley is completely nuts. Everybody knows that the Dougie Fern project is not small. It takes quite a bit of work. It really does. However, there's Dougie Fern level of crazy, and then there is now a whole new level of what the. Because I got this in the post the other day. I did get a heads up. Check this out. This is the Douglas Fern. I don't have to pull it back, it's so big. This is the Douglas Fern, but this has been made not with the small fern leaf. Oh no, that was not enough. She's done it with the large fern leaf. This is crazy. Hang on, let me put this. Look at the size of it. Oh my God. Oh, there's a hair. Hang on. There we go. That's probably part dog. Let's try that one. No, it's too big. It's huge. The weight of, look at this thing. Look. Oh my goodness. It's so big. I think that was in the middle of the screen. I couldn't tell. It was like, yeah, so, I mean, I like me a Douglas Fern, but I couldn't do it. I know all the pixies are there now, like, her face, she was like, oh, and she's not getting it back. I've commandeered it. There was a note, look. And just I've got physical evidence. P.S. Sorry, it's for Sam only. No pixies allowed. Wow. Pixie Bee is now quite put out. She wrote me a lovely, lovely note. Hope you like the supersized Douglas Fern. I enjoyed this project. She found it easier with the white template being bigger. Apparently it only took her 5 days. Well, that just adds insult to injury, doesn't it? 5 days to make that.
5 days, then she can make it another sort of like.
Apparently, Ashley, if you are watching, if it only takes you 5 days, Pixie Bee wants one as well. But what an amazing make. I have nowhere to put it. Just looking on the set, it's like I've got nowhere to put it. Let's put it there. There. It's huge. But there we go. Right. Whilst I should have done this actually. Because they're there. She forgot to remind me to put the make screens up. So there's just a very, very quick reference. The small egg is about a 5 gram. The large egg is a 10 gram. And the PDF will be on the website after. How are we doing for time? We're pretty good. So I think that's all of that. So I can go back to my make now. The one what I made earlier. Ta-da! And I'm just going to show you a little bit of decorating. Excuse the rustling. So I'm going to use, this is the surprise kit. Once you've made your egg from the core wall, you can cover it in whichever of the colours that you want, and then the rest of them are for basically just for decorating. Now, you could hold this on, although it being an egg shape, you might find that it's a little bit temperamental. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little flower separately, and then I'm going to add it to the egg. I'm also then going to show you how to get that nice straight line, which is a technique that I've demonstrated a few times. So I'm going to take my little template. I'm not going to do a weight and measure for this because I can't remember it, but it will be on the PDF. I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of wool and I'm going to fold it over. So I've got that nice rolled edge, and then that rolled edge, if you turn it that way, you see how that goes in that rolled edge of that little petal, and that will make sure that you know, you at least start out with your fibres sort of going the right way. So pop it up. I'm using my new Twisted Star. I really do like this needle. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think my 40 spiral will always be my go-to needle, but this one, it felt a little bit faster, but it doesn't tie your fibres up in a knot. So what you can see that I've done is I've just felted that little bit there, and I've left that frizzy. And the frizz is your friend, because you want a nice frizzy overlap in the middle so that you can join all of these things together, and that will stop them from just, you know, disintegrating when you take it off the mat. Because I'm using the flat mat, as soon as I feel that mat, I'm stopping. I'm not trying to drive into the mat at all. And that will help. You will get a little bit of adhesion to your mat, but it will mean that you can get, you know, you won't end up with it permanently attached to your mat. Now I'm just pulling off little bits. Let's probably need a little bit more. Again, folding those fibres. Got my rolled edge into rolled edge, and then just felt it down. So this takes such a small amount of wool, and then again that nice overlap. And you really just want, I mean, this probably would make slightly more of a I'm probably using too much for just adding as a decoration. I'm sort of making something a little bit more freehand, but have a look at a couple of samples that I've got for you guys. This is just a lovely jar of Easter eggs, or mini chocolate eggs, and then this has just been felted onto the top of a piece of fabric, and then wrapped around in the jar with a nice sort of bit of raffia, I think. I'm not sure what that one's called, but look at this. This is so cute. How cute is that? Bunny with a little posy. And again, this is the template set that's in the surprise kit. So it's not on the website. It's only in the surprise kit. Have you seen this? Look at that. It's so cute, isn't it? Well, hang on, let me pop him back up there. We've also got a couple of cards for your paper crafters that are out there. I mean, look at that. It is just a very, very simple card. Little bit of, you know, embellishment with your felting. I really must move this bag because I keep crumpling it. This one is front heavy. That one uses not just the flower template and leaf template, but also uses the vase template, which is in kit number 2. And then look at this one. Really, really sweet, really simple. And sometimes that's all you need. Just a little flower. Simples. I do love this card. So pretty. I forgot where I got it from now, so I'm just going to pop it back up there. It is rather random the way things. I'll put it all back. So I am now having to speedy felt. I am using a bit much in this for just sort of adding it to an egg, but
I would like to know how you get such a lovely smooth finish.
Time. Needles are like wire gauges. The higher the number, the finer the needle. Let me give you four examples. If you have a look here, this is my 36 star, and focus, I don't know if you can see it, but the there probably doesn't look a lot in it. It looks more closer to, you know, when you look at them in person, the camera, I have to hold them too far away. But the 36 star is, it's really quite chunky. It's aggressive. It's an aggressive felting needle, which means it is a fast felting needle, but sometimes your needles can felt too fast. Start out with something like a 38, particularly if you're a beginner. The 36 or the the 38 spiral or the 38 twisted star is an excellent starting needle. My go-to is always the 40 spiral, but it's very gentle, and I know when you're starting out you want to felt things super quick, and sometimes that's not always the best. You need time to work with your wool and really just sort of get used to how the wool is going to behave. Then you can start using thicker needles. So start out with something like a 38, and then it's just time. That smooth finish is just, it's just time. And once you've got it, I mean, this is quite, I mean, you could do somebody some damage with this. It's not using, if you push all of your needle in, you're going to make a pit mark. I don't know if you can see it. Just using the very, very tip of the needle, once you've got the right shape and once you've got a really nice firmness, just using that first 10 mil of the needle, and use your fingers a little depth stop, and then you just tiny little stabs all over. And unfortunately, that's it. That's how you get a smooth finish, is time. And when I started out, I was in awe of these people who could make these beautifully, wonderfully smooth things. And I asked the same question, how do you do it? Wool, the wool that you use will either hinder you or it will help you. You want to use a short fibre. Our New Zealand carded bat is a short fibre. Long fibres tend to not felt as well, and this is my experience. So, you know, felting, as everything, is somewhat a matter of opinion. I find that the New Zealand carded bat, which we sell, is brilliant for, I mean, you can see, this is what it can produce. The other element is time. Longer fibres, the fibres that have a longer staple length. I know a lot of beginner kits in mass-produced places use merino, and they use merino because it's the cheapest, easiest wool that is available in most colours. However, you kind of have to fight the fibres a little bit, and when you're a beginner you can be really put off felting if you're having to fight the fibres, because it's not working, it's not going right. And I think that's one of the reasons why I started making templates for myself, was so that I could, you know, I didn't have to sort of fight so much. I had the shape already predetermined, and then the weight of the wool coming along was just a natural progression of that. So your lightest needle with a lot of time, and don't drive into your project. Whenever you're doing something that's 3D, you're always felting to the middle of the project. You're not trying to drive through, because if you drive through anything, all you're going to end up doing is driving your fibres out the other side. So I hope that that sort of helps answer the question. And unfortunately, there is no substitute for time. When you're making something, wrapping it tight to begin with helps aid the process, because you're taking a lot of the felting work. If I was to try and just start shaping this into an egg, it would take me forever. So, you know, you sort of give yourself a bit of a leg up right at the get-go by wrapping, rolling or folding your shape as tightly as possible. And that will, I think, help to sort of, you know, take out a lot of the work that's needed. And also, don't overdo it. if you're really stabbing really, really hard, then it's just so much work. It just really is. And there's no need for it. Little light stabs, little light needles. You know, don't use the whole of the needle, just use that first 10 mil. I hope that has given you kind of a bit of a beginner's 101 on at least a few sort of tips. The last tip I would give you is aim. Yes, aim is very good.
Take your eyes off it.
Yeah, okay. She's so bossy. So my flower now is nowhere near finished because I've been waffling. But you can see, I mean, this is so fluffy. Look, it's really thick and fluffy, but it's kind of cute. As I said, I started out by wanting to make a very thin one to put on here, but I wasn't paying attention, so I've made a really thick one.
The weight of that is 0.3 for the whole flower.
Oh, 0.3 grams for the whole flower. There will be, or I believe there is a PDF for this. Again, it will be on your account if you purchase the Spring Fayre kit. But we don't. I don't demonstrate the surprise kit because I don't have time, and then I demonstrate the surprise kit. It's fine. I'm felting so fast, and I'm trying to watch the time. We're on. Okay, that's fine. So we'll start wrapping up in a minute. So it's really badly done because it always is when I'm live. I don't think anybody will beat Bat Sheep Pig, but yeah.
0.2 grams for the leaf.
0.2 grams for the, you know, I'm not even going to attach that because it just looks like a monstrosity. It's so fluffy. What you would do is make a very thin one of these and then you would pop it on. In fact, actually, if I just attach the middle bit, I mean, this hasn't been, you can see it's so fluffy, but you would spend more time on it and then just give yourself a little bit of a pinch of yellow in the middle, just to give yourself that dot. And you can do this in any colours that you want. And this is not, if I get time I might actually finish this and firm it up during the break, but a little, you know, a very, very quick way of doing a decoration on an egg. Now I want to very, very quickly just show you how to get those really, really nice lines. It is something that I've demonstrated in past videos, but not everybody watches every video. So I'm going to do this really quickly for you. Get yourself a nice thin piece of wool or fibre. You can actually do this with wool, what's it called? Yarn wool, knitting wool. Knitting. Round here, there's the knitting wool, sock wool, crochet wool, spinning wool, needle felting wool. I get so confused. So what I'm going to do is I'm just rolling myself out. Can you see how that's starting to form a nice line? Now you do need a nice even piece. And what you do, lightest needle, so my 40 spiral, just tack in that end so you've got that anchor point. And then twist. See that? Twist. And then you lay it down. Very, very light stabs. And you can see you can get a really, really beautifully straight, nice, thin, nice, neat line, which, I mean, you could do a spiral like that egg that was over there. You could do cross hatch. You could, you know, you can outline eyes when you're doing eyes and things on creatures, you know, or you want to, you know, edge something. Just do that roll technique. run out of time, and I've just stuffed all that in the wrong bag. So, there will be a show and share post in our Facebook group. That's www.facebook.com/groups/mums-makery. Do come along and share your eggs. There'll be a post for the egg. There'll be a show and share post for kit number 2, which we've got coming in the second show at 3 o'clock. So yeah, I just want to quickly just run through the new products with you again. We've got those 3 new colours of wool: Orange Fizz, because it sounds posh, Persian Green, and Sky. Those will be available in both the 10 and 50 gram varieties. We have brought you a new needle. It's rapidly becoming one of my favourites. It's the Twisted Star, or the Spiral Star. It's a 38 gauge needle, so it's very middle of the road. It's good for felting quite quickly. It's not as slow as the 40 spiral, but also you've got that star, so it gives it a little bit more welly than the 36 spiral. We do of course have those crown templates, and there's 3 templates in that set, which are 60, 80 and 100 mil. They're just such fun, and if you turn them upside down you can make aliens. I'm just saying, you can. We do have our brand new Spring Fayre product launch, which is the Petunia, which also, to be honest, would also make a lovely sweet pea. It would. I can definitely see the sweet peas going on as well. So a little bit of a dual variety there, just giving it a little bit of a sweet pea twist when you're colours and blending and shading and perhaps patterning on the flower itself. There is a full tutorial that comes with this, so that will be sent to you. It'll be the PDF will be in your downloads area, but if you've got any questions, as always, then just hit me up with an email. And finally, the alarmers. You're not going to... Oh,
Just for you, Sally.
That was just for you, Sally. The alpaca templates, or the cute alpaca templates, and again that coat technique which you saw on those images, the video on how to do that will actually be on the product page, or the product page, we hope, will go live after the second show, so it'll be after sort of 4 o'clock once the show concludes. I think...
Where's Flingo?
Flingo is in the second show. We do Flingo in show 2 because show 1 is always more hectic and I always run out of time. Now I feel quite leisurely. It's like, oh, I'm doing pretty well for time. That's because we don't do Flingo. But the raffle and the Flingo game, and for those of you who don't know, Flingo is Fluff Bingo, which is a bit mad, will be in the second show. So we will be kicking the second show off with a game of Flingo at 3 p.m. That's 3 p.m. UK time. So that is, what, 2 hours from now? Yes, about 2 hours from now. So that is everything for now, I believe. Pixie B, is there anything else? There are. The Pixie giveaways are in the Facebook group. You've still got time to enter all of the giveaways, and there will be a boss bonus giveaway going live in the break as well. The giveaways in our Facebook group will end at midnight tonight, and then I will do the draw at some point tomorrow. Because I always find that when I put a time on it, I forget. And it's like 12 hours later and I'm like, oops. So the draw, you won't be able to enter after midnight tonight, and I will do the draws tomorrow. They will be announced in the group, and they will be announced actually on the page on our website where you register for the draws as well. So good luck to everybody. There's some really, really fun ones. There's some really nice the Makery is now overrun with bunnies, thanks to Pixie Sarah and her Facebook giveaway post. So if you haven't already, do go to our Facebook group and join in the Makery Mayhem with our giveaways. I think that's about it for now from me. I will see you again in a couple of hours. That's at 3 p.m. UK time. But for now,